So, what if I told you some of the best practices you've been following in medical billing are actually costing you money? That's right. Some of the most common rules we hear in the industry, like you have to wait 30 days before following up on a claim, or resubmitting a denied claim is your best option, are actually slowing down your revenue cycle and leaving cash on the table. In today's episode of Coffee and Claims, we're busting the biggest medical billing myths, exposing the costly mistakes billers make every day, and setting the record straight with the facts that'll help your claims get paid faster. So grab your coffee and get ready to unlearn some bad habits, because this episode might just change the way you work. Welcome back to Coffee and Claims, where we talk about all things medical billing, revenue cycle management, and of course, how to get paid faster. Today's episode is all about busting medical billing myths. The ones that cost you money, slow down your reimbursements, and make your job harder than it needs to be. We'll go through the top myths, break down why they're wrong, and give you the real facts that will help you streamline your processes and maximize payments. So if you've ever been told to just resubmit the claim and hope for the best, this episode is for you. Let's get started. So before we dive in, let's take a quick coffee break. That's right, it's time for what's in your cup. Today in my cup, I'm drinking Kicking Horse coffee. It's called Kick-Ass. I'd like to know what all you RCM pros are drinking, so let me know what's in your cup by leaving it in the comments. And now, back to the episode. Alright, let's jump into it. The biggest myths in medical billing and why they're costing you money. You have to wait 30 days before following up on a claim. In reality, most payers allow claim status checks within 7 to 14 days for electronic claims. Waiting 30 days just gives the payer extra time to delay processing. Here's a tip. Set up weekly follow-ups on unpaid claims to keep them moving. If a claim is denied, just resubmit it. In reality, resubmitting the same claim without fixing the issue often leads to an automatic denial for duplicate claim. Here's a tip. Instead, review the denial reason, correct the errors, and submit a proper appeal or reconsideration request. If a claim is in process, there's nothing you can do but wait. In reality, most payers hold claims without a real reason. If it's been too long, you can escalate it. Another tip, use a payer escalation procedure or contact a provider rep to push it through faster. Modifiers always fix denied claims. In reality, the correct modifiers are crucial, but randomly adding one just to bypass a denial can lead to compliance issues and possible audit. Here's a tip. Always review the payer's guidelines to ensure the modifier is appropriate before using it. Patients are responsible for figuring out their own coverage details. In reality, many patients don't fully understand their insurance policies, which means they could end up with unexpected bills or delay payment. Here's a tip. Verify insurance benefits upfront and educate patients on their financial responsibility to reduce future collection issues. Now that we've busted these myths, let's talk about how you can protect yourself from misinformation in medical billing. Here are some quick tips. Stay updated on payer guidelines. Insurance policies change often, so check your payer bulletins regularly. Use reliable resources. Follow trusted industry sources like AMA, CMS, and payer websites. Document everything. Keep track of claims, denials, and appeal efforts to avoid repeated mistakes. Network with other billers. Join forums, LinkedIn groups, or industry discussions to share insights. The more you educate yourself, the less likely you are to fall for outdated or misinformed billing advice. So I got a great question from a listener. She asks, if a claim is denied for medical necessity, is it worth appealing? The short answer is absolutely. Many medical necessity denials can be overturned if you submit strong supporting documentation, like physician notes or payer-specific criteria. Don't just write it off. Fight for that reimbursement. Well, that's a wrap on this episode of Coffee and Claims. Hopefully, we've busted some of the biggest medical billing myths and given you the tools to avoid costly mistakes in your RCM process. Do you have a billing myth that drives you crazy? Leave it in the comments and we'll look at that on a future episode. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Next time, we're talking about denial management strategies that actually work so you can reduce denials and increase revenue without all the frustration. Until next time, keep your claims clean and your coffee strong.